Repeat the verse after me. Gnaya ilya ogn glui hastor fatharanek ungibun.
Three shots to the gut, one through the heart. Quick death. As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death. For this world is nothing more than just a play of... Monade possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Pierre de Lalande, Repercussions and Reflections. Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math. Le Philosophe Inconu, selection of maxims and aphorisms.
Wear this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
.38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using. The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
Can't you see we are having a seance?
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
Okay, let's see what actually happened here.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine. Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah!
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Johannes Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police.
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
I must confess I'm, pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
When you put it like that, I can see how I may have made some errors in judgment. Forgive me. I'll try to do better.
Well, that's a good start, Mr. Reed. Assuming you're not being sarcastic again. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile slap or two. Just like the old days.
Mr. Carpenter, glad to see you in good health.
Yeah, I'm glad too, kid. It was hard to make it here in one piece after all that turmoil. I never expected this from my own son.
I'm sorry for that.
Never mind. Nothing wine, women, and song can't fix. I'm still going strong, kid, if you know what I mean.
I wanted to thank you for bailing me out of jail. That was very helpful.
Yeah, sure, kid. But you must understand that your freedom ain't yet insured. They still have a witness against you. Milton Pierce. I can make sure the police swallow whatever I feed them. But I need some morsels to offer. You get me, kid?
You need evidence of my innocence.
Find the one to blame and let my taskmaster know. Old Brutus'll do the rest.
I didn't see Graham here. What happened to him?
I had to ensure my own survival, kid. I don't think you want to know more than that.
Who is this Milton Pierce?
Another rich rascal running for mayor. Nothing special. Just your typical Reed Heights scum.
Do you know where I can find him?
No idea, kid. From what I've seen in newspaper interviews, he's all over this town.
Thank you. I should go.
Wait a second, kid. Take this. It's a fine tool for sticky situations. Make good use of it.
Will do. Thanks.
Yeah. Watch yourself, kid.
Extra, all the news that's fit to print. Extra, all the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper. Stop it!
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally. He must be taking his election campaign very seriously. Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading? Emptier than a banker's heart. Emptier than a banker's heart. Someone got changed here in a hurry. They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter. The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Ah, where's my Dane tie? I should have been at sea. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall. Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors. Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer? How can you be so sure?
Trust me, Oakmonters know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
I could just kill you, you know.
Great idea. Kill the only witness while being investigated for murder. I'm sure the police will understand.
That's reasonable. But you're assuming, after all I've seen and done in this damn place, I still listen to reason.
Threatening a mayoral candidate. You truly are a newcomer.
Well, if that's what it'll take, I guess I have no choice.
Just make sure it looks natural and clean. You know the carpets there cost a fortune. Actually, take this. Comes well recommended from Professor Cavendish. Put it in a drink or something.
Your wish is my command. Anything else?
My dearest mother, Agatha, is currently at her manor. Here's the address. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Agatha Pierce, I presume? The name's Charles Reed. I'm a PI.
Good day, young man. What's your business?
There's a matter that I'd like to discuss. It concerns your son, Milton.
Oh no. What's happened? Is he okay?
I'm afraid this may take some time to explain. Perhaps you have something to, wet my whistle.
Oh, fear not. I keep my cellar stocked for just such occasions. Would you kindly fetch us some Chianti from the cellar? You look more than capable.
Ma'am, that's a most generous offer. So why do I sense a quid pro quo?
Oh, no. Well, I did hear something rustling around, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, leave it to me.
Here are the keys. Pick any bottle, as long as it's Chianti. And don't shy away from the good stuff. It's there to be shared with guests like yourself.
Bye.
Good luck.
Emptier than a banker's heart. Boy, that is a fortune's worth of wine. I hope some of the bottles survived. This is not the nice wine she's got here. I don't know if I had a dash or something. Okay. This much strychnine would be enough to kill a horse. Here's the Chianti, and I've dealt with the cellar.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. So brave and handsome. Let us begin.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I need to go. Apologies for disturbing you.
Oh? But what about Milton? We didn't even begin our conversation.
It's nothing. I must go.
Strange young man.
Please help a fella out. I'll take anything.
Budge. Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, PI. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's called.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. Do you know who's responsible?
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me... Drunk, I can't. It's still on the table. I've no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope. There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off, at least partially. So, the home of a suffragette, huh? Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of.
What am I to do now?
Seems like crepe, silk, and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn. Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood. This door will be hard to fix. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor, and the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
Just give me the key.
Fine, fine. Take it.
I'll get going. That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition. Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg. Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.